Yo guys, so welcome back to the channel. This is going to be my second video, and today's topic will be how to pass or what to expect from your theory test if you do so, or yeah, if you do. So, to begin, you begin your day, you wake up and then you're just like, oh fuck my theory today. Like you're just stressing, your heart is beating from the time you wake up. So I woke up and I did what I always do to de-stress. Listen to a bit of music, just, yeah. And then, so I woke up and I listened to music, and then I did 2 more mock tests before my actual test. So I get in the mood of like the test and stuff. So I did 2 mock tests and I passed both of them. So I was kind of confident, but I was also scared and like stressed. Because it's a big day, like you don't want to fail, because it's just money wasted and time wasted, so you don't want to fucking fail, do you? When the time's right, you start leaving to the exam centre. You start walking. Like, I walked down with my dad, right? I walked down with my dad because I was going to give him all my stuff, like, yeah. So we walked down, and then we got to the centre, and then there was 2 people inside sitting out of this like massive hall area, right? There was about, what, 25 seats. There was 2 people. So we walk in. I got up to the lady, everyone's quiet, so my heart is pumping at this point, right? It's racing, 100 miles per hour. Oh, I was stressed. But I got up to the lady and she's like, can I have your provisional license, please? I'm like, I give her my provisional license, and then I take my wallet out. She's like, is there anything in there that may cause you to cheat in the exam? I'm like, why would I have anything in my wallet? Anything in my wallet to cheat? Like, who brings like notes in their wallet? Like, no. Next thing, she gives me a key with like a massive wooden, like, she gave me a key and she's like, you can put all your personal belongings in the locker. I said, all I have is my phone. Like, next thing, the lady gives me a key and it's like a wooden, like just a bank of wood attached to it. It's quite heavy. She says, you can put all your personal belongings into the locker. I've just got a phone. So she's like, I tell her, I've just got a phone. She's like, oh, if you want to, you can put it in there. But keep the key anyways. I need to walk around with a key even though I'm not using the locker. How does that make any sense? So I sit down. There's 2 other people waiting, right? There's 2 other people, and then me and my dad sit down. And then the lady comes over. She says, is your dad taking a theory test as well? I said, no, he's not. And then she says, can you please get out because it's going to get busy. So not when it gets busy. She tells my dad to get out when there's 2 other people. There's 2 people, right? There's like this other man doing his like truck theory or something, like when he wants to be a bus driver or like lorry driver, right? And there's this other like girl my age, like 17, 18, 19. They're sitting there quietly. Me and my dad sitting there quietly. I'm reading through the rules of the hazard and shit. She gave me like a page of rules, like what you're not allowed to do in the exam and stuff. So I'm sitting there, and my dad needs to walk out for no reason. So I'm just like, all right, yeah, just go for it. And I'm sitting there and I'm waiting. 5 minutes later, they call me over. That's the point where your heart is at its maximum. So oh, that feeling, no. So I go to room number 2, the examination room number 2, or whatever the fuck it was called. So I get there, and then the lady's like, so she sits down, she asks me for my license again. So I give her my license, and she confirms that it's me, yeah. And she gives me my computer. So I'm sitting there like, right, I'm just sitting there in silence, because opposite the window, like the window that there was people doing their theory. So I'm sitting there silently at this shit. And then she's like, can you get your pockets out, please? Sorry, my pockets out, my pocket. So at this point, bearing in mind, I gave my phone to my dad, my wallet was with my dad, all I had was my provisional license and that fucking key that woman gave. So my I'm gonna need to jump for this. So she made me take my pocket out like that, and then she's like, do you have any back pockets? Like, as if I'm gonna take my phone into the exam and be like, yeah, just take it out and call my mum. Like, oh yeah, mum, what's the answer to this? She's behind this window that can see the whole examination room, and she's asking me to take everything out, even though I have nothing on me, as I told her, and her colleague told her, whatever the fuck she's called, her assistant, whatever. She got the phone, she rang her up, and she was like, yeah, he's got nothing on him, he doesn't want to lose the locker, I've got a fucking locker key for no reason. So I got my pockets out, turned around, showed her that there's no back pockets on my tracksuit bottoms, because I went in wearing a tracksuit bottom and just a jumper, because I wanted to be comfortable in the exam. I didn't want to be stressed, like sitting in tight jeans, like, yeah. So I went in with a tracksuit. So at this point she says, all right, you're on computer 4. So I go to computer 4, sit down, put the pair of headphones on, and they are too fucking small. My head's big. Make bigger headphones. Come on. I could barely. So I had to wear them around the back. They kept falling down. So it was pissing me off. At this point, I was stressed. My heart was racing, and I'm getting pissed off by the headphones because they keep falling down. I can't hear the questions getting read out because you can have your questions read out by the headphones by some lady or man or whoever the voice is for the hazard, and stuff. So I'm sitting there, headphones are falling down. They're hurting my ears because they're too small. They're pulling my ears, and I'm sitting there stressed. What a fucking good condition to take your exam in, is it? So then I'm reading through the tutorial and stuff, and then I get into the multi-choice questions. So I'm sitting there, I'm reading, and most of the questions I had that came up on the exam, I had on my CD that I used to revise. So it wasn't too bad. So I remembered most of them. So I completed my test. You have 57 minutes to complete the multi-choice part of the exam. So I sat there and I was like, I'm going to double check for all of them and count all the ones that I'm not sure. So I'm sitting there counting. I got, so 1, 2. I got to that question 30. I was like, so far so good. From there I was like, oh fuck, I don't know if most of them are right or wrong. So I'm counting. I got to 11 that I'm unsure of. 11. So I'm sitting there. I can only make 7 mistakes. What is 11? So I'm sitting there. I was like, okay, I need to go by. I'm going with my head and my heart. I was like, no, I'm keeping the ones I have. And then I was like, I don't know, 11. I'm not sure, but I just kept them. I went on, and you could take a 3-minute break in between your hazard and your multiple choice. So I took a 1-minute break just to stretch around, have a breather because my heart was still pumping. After those 11 that I counted, oh my gosh. So I sat there, and I took a minute. I stretched. The lady was staring at me. I saw her in a reflection of the monitor. She just stared. Like, as if I'm gonna turn around and cheat. As if, it's like so basically, if you've ever been in IU in school, there's like these fucking pillars next to you where you can't see anything, like just blocked off, so you can't look around, you can't communicate with anyone and stuff. So I had them. How the fuck am I supposed to look around anyways? Anyways, I got into my hazard, and I was pretty confident with the hazard. Every time I practiced it at home, I did great. So I was like, alright, so I'm gonna sit here and just click. So, but to be fair, when you find the hazard and then you just know you're sitting there, it just gets fucking boring. It just does. Like, I'm sitting there, I'm just alright, so I'm clicking. That's actually the shit boring part of the test. Like, it just is. I was kind of stressed about the first part, but the second part, you know, I just knew I aced it because I spotted the hazard quickly. And then the best tip for it is to click double, but you can't click too many times because they'll think that you're either cheating or just clicking in a pattern. So when I saw the hazard, I clicked once, and then just to make sure, I clicked again, just to make sure that I didn't click too early. Because if you click too early, it's not going to give you the point. It's a certain point that you need to click. So the best thing to do, if you spot hazard, press once and then press again just to make sure. So when you go into your exam, try and be stress-free, because when you stress, you can't be the best you. You can't be the best you. You can't be the best of yourself, because stress is going to overtake your mind, and your heart will just be racing. You're going to be thinking about that instead of the exam. So try and not stress too much and follow your heart. With whatever answer you think, just follow it. Because you can't be stressful. You have to be confident. Because confidence brings out the best of you. So be confident and don't hesitate to have a think, slow down, or even just go by the first choice that you made. Alright, so the best bit, when you finish the exam, take the fucking headphones off. They've been pissing you off the whole fucking way through the exam. Take them off, my ears are relieved. Honestly, they were fucking red. They were tomatoes. They were red. Anyways, I got out, put the headphones on, and then took my fucking key to the locker because I needed it, and then my provisional. So I go out to the lady. She's like, "Alright, thank you. You can go out to the front desk to get your result." So at this point, this is where your heart. She's like, pop, 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 pop. Oh, 100 times a minute it's beating. You go out there. She's printing up the piece of paper. She looks at it and folds it. She doesn't have any facial emotions. She's just there like. Because she can't give it away. So she folds it over the. So she folds it like this. She folds it over halfway. And I was so relieved when it said congratulations. That's all I saw. I didn't look at anything else. I just saw congratulations. I didn't look at my score. I didn't look at that because I wasn't bothered about the score. I was just glad that I passed. And then so that you don't see the result until you open it yourself. You can see the result. So she's giving it away. So I go outside. I didn't open it yet. I've just chucked on the floor. Yeah, fuck it. I go outside and I didn't open it yet. I'm just like, should I wait for my dad or just fuck it? So I saw my dad at the bottom of the road, right, with my mum. She just came out of nowhere. Yeah. So I opened it. The joy, the smile I had on my face. I started sprinting down the road. To my mum and dad to just show off, because my dad, it took him 4 attempts to pass. So I just rubbed it in his face. But to be fair, my dad knew that I was going to pass. He was really confident about me, and he just knew that I was going to. So it's kind of nice from him supporting me and stuff, and my mum. So, but yeah, moral of the story is just don't stress. Try not to stress and try and be confident, because stress and confidence is what brings the best out in you. And also revise. If you know the date of your exam, I revised every day for at least 3-4 weeks before my exam. Revised every day. I got the exam questions in my head, so I knew what kind of stuff was going to come out and stuff. So yeah, just revise every day or every 2 days. You don't want to revise too much. But I knew, pardon me, whoa, cut that out. Yeah, I knew what kind, when my exam was, so I revised every day for it. And now I'm going to be preparing for my driving test. So I'm going to be getting driving lessons, also training my dad or whatever the fuck, if he lets me, because, you know, he probably doesn't trust me. But yeah, that's basically all you need to do. Just revise, be confident, and don't stress. Because stressing will bring you down with your thoughts. Your mind will just collapse. If you stress too much, it's going to overtake your thoughts. And then you won't be thinking about the exam. You'll just be like, oh shit, what do I do? So just don't stress. Think about the exam. Well, not too much, because thinking about the exam will actually make you stress. So yeah, just think about what makes you happy. Just release his stress, and then be confident. Don't hesitate to just do one thing and push on. If you think, oh, if let's say multiple choice, there's 4 to pick from, and there was one of the questions I was stuck on for about good 2 minutes. So I sat there and I was like, I don't know, between these two. So I can't remember what the question was, but I sat there and I didn't know which one to pick. But I just went with my first choice, and I actually got the question right. So I'm kind of glad about that. Well, I don't know if I actually got... Why am I chatting shit? I don't even know what I got right and got wrong. But anyways, this is going to be it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you, by the way, thank you for all the support on the first video, for all the comments and all the subscribers and the views. It's actually, the channel's growing quite quickly. In one day, it's grown really quickly. So thank you so much, everybody. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.